Let's start in English again because, yeah, this is an English YouTube channel, but I have done in German because my energy is. It's easier to speak German, the words are easier to find, the language is easier to speak, and yeah, it's the language I grew up, you see. So, but I want to continue in English as well because English is such a beautiful language, and yeah, I just love to talk to you in English as well. So let's start and explain a little bit what happened the last year and this year, and how can you quantum leap in just some days if you know the right informations. So stay tuned if you want to get a little deep insight how my clients are manifesting 120,000 euros overnight, dream house, dream partner, dream whatever. How is it possible that you can manifest in such a fast way, in such a magical and beautiful way, because you are in your highest frequency, in your highest energy, and you attract blessings and miracles and compliments and your soul partner and everything just in some days. It's so crazy how you can bend reality if you know the right informations, if you just know who you really are. And this is what I basically talked about in the I Am God video, some videos before where you have English and Spanish subtitles as well. But here again, I try to get everything done in just some minutes that you understand how you can use this power for you to manifest anything you ever want since years in just some days or months, depending on your current belief system. So let's talk about my journey and how everything began, because I started very early with manifesting without even noticing that I manifest now. So it was more about a naive way. I was like a child, so I just wanted to escape my old life because I was depressed. I was working my ass off. I had 5 different jobs. I have done so much, and to be honest, I liked my jobs, but I have done so many hours just to save money, just that I'm financially independent in my 30s and that I can finally travel. But in the end, as I summed it up, I was like, okay, it is never going there because I work my ass off, I'm burned out, and basically I have much money on my bank account, but it's not enough that I can live my whole life without working again. So my plan was just to work so hard and so much and investing and everything that I don't have to work anymore with 30. Basically, I got it way much earlier because I was then thinking of to make an escape. And it was 2020 where I was really on the edge, so I wanted to quit my life. It was so hard for me to stay in this robot lifestyle in Germany and to make things I don't want to make, to be in an environment I don't want to be, to have a belief system I don't want to have. So I was basically thinking of to emigrate, and yeah, I met the right people, I made the right opportunities, and I was like, okay, let's go. So it was Corona in this time, so I lost basically also mostly all of my jobs. So it was way much easier if you have nothing left that you can leave. I just had my car left, my apartment, and some stuff where I had to which I had to sell. But I was like, okay, let everything as it is. I will do everything later. I just want to escape and let's go. So from one day to another, I was emigrating to Cyprus. I was never in Cyprus before. It was a very naive way to go to Cyprus. I organized a villa. So to start with a big villa, big house, if you don't earn any money anymore because you quitted all your jobs and you start a new business now and you don't know how it works, it was very, very risky. But somehow there was this inner voice within me which was guiding me and saying me that everything will work out. It was not about believing or hoping or like praying that it will work out. It was a inner knowing. And this is the difference I want to tell you about. Because somehow I knew that it is possible. I was trusting so hard that everything is possible. Even if I didn't know where it goes or if it will work out or not. But the craziest thing which can happen is that I just have to go back to Germany and get a normal job again as I had before. So fuck it. So I was starting, and I want to make it shorter, this story, because it's not relevant for here. Just to let you know, I needed 7 months, and I had a 5-figure income in a passive way every single month. I had an assistant. I could travel the world. So I was 4 years traveling the world, grew up my business over and over again. I had clients all over the world in a business where I had no clue what I do there. I had really no plan of what I'm doing there. I just liked the product. I loved what we do or what we have done. And then I was growing up the business with my business partner over 3 years. And the last year I made alone till I quitted the business in 2024. But it was such a fast start and such a fast results. You know what I mean? Immigration, finding the perfect villa, finding the right opportunities, finding the right people, making own networking events. I had great friends. I always was on boat trips and lived my life as its fullest. And I just enjoyed my life while I generated money in a passive way and had clients all over the world. You know, I was working only 3 hours a week, and this was just crazy. And I couldn't imagine that before till I started to emigrate, and I just had this inner knowing that this is possible, because I had no way back. I didn't wanted to go back, because that meant for me, if I go back into a normal job, then I either would quit my life than to do this again. So I really couldn't do this anymore. And sometimes you have to get to this point where you can't do this anymore to really change something in your life. But you can also do it earlier. And this is the thing what I want to talk to you about today. So I was very unaware about manifesting in the beginning as I started. And then through my journey, I understood what I have done there. So somehow I knew what I'm doing there, and I talked in my stories. So I have seen my story highlights lately. And then I have seen that I talked about it so many times, how crazy life can be if you follow. So I talked basically about manifestation, and explained a lot and inspired a lot of people to do the same. But I didn't know that this is quantum physics, and that this is a proven process, that if you really know that this is possible for you, and if you choose it, that this is also possible, really, that it's really not a desire, it's really possible. It's like you are made for this. It's yours already. I didn't know that it was like that. I was just like, yeah, if I dream enough, and I just tried it out. And then it was like that. And then I quitted my business in 2024. I started with zero again. I don't want to explain a long story about this. It was not my passion anymore. That's it. In a short way, explained there were many more things, but it doesn't matter. So, and then in 2025, I was going to Tenerife. And Tenerife opened my heart. I just basically feel like home here. It's like, wow. And in 2025, I lost many things. So I created new products. I had great opportunities. I manifested so many things on the outside, but in the end, I used only a few opportunities. And most of the time, I was self-sabotaging myself. I was self-sabotaging some opportunities. I had crazy contacts in my life already, and I'm a crazy woman as well, so I have many abilities to work with them, and these are really great clients. But I was self-sabotaging myself, so I was like avoiding some of the work to do there. So I had basically just to find myself again. I had to find myself. Yeah, I was trying to find myself again. And additional on top of that, I had some heartbreaks over the year. I had some difficult friendships as well. So it was like not honest friendships, not really nice connections. So it was somehow hard to get real deep friendships, real deep connections with people here. And I realized that here it's mostly like the people are not aware of what they can do with their life. They think they are spiritual, but they are not. So most of the people are telling that they are spiritual, but in the end they are broke. They are just in survival mode and not really, they don't know. So, and this is what I experienced over and over again. And also it was like fake spirituality, and I'm a medium, so I can see so many topics behind what people are telling me. So I'm like, I can see every lie, and if I get confused, then I know, okay, yeah, there is something not really true. So I was going through all these connections and parties and here and there, and I was on great parties. I met great people, and over again, it was such a blessing to see what happens. But in the end, it was mostly not honest. So I started to quit most of the friendships. I was starting to isolate myself again. And over again, it was the same cycle till I realized, okay, I'm completely self-sabotaging myself. I'm here for the truth. I'm here for transformation. I can help basically all of the people here on this island. And I already had the craziest opportunities to speak in the radio, to get on TV, then to work for a big hotel here, one of the biggest hotels here in Tenerife. So they asked me to work with them. So and I was like, yeah, I never called them again. So it was like, why are you doing this, Bianca? So it was like, I self-sabotaged myself so much. Also, I had a cooperation with a Portuguese guy where I could make a big workshop, and the potential is just crazy because we were about to make ads as well. And yeah, basically I manifested so hard, but also I was losing most of the time. Also, my credit cards were in minus most of the time. Even if I make a lot of revenue, I make a lot of money. It's also that I spend a lot of money, which is completely fine. But if I self-sabotage the biggest opportunities, then it's not enough money coming in to balance this out. The good thing was that manifestation is really, really crazy if you understand it. Sometimes my credit cards were balancing it out themselves. Also, I had a client, she manifested 120,000 euros overnight without any work or investing. And somehow I understood my techniques are very great, and they work also if you don't work for money. And this is the crazy stuff. If you understand how it works, then you can use it for yourself, but I come later back to this topic. So basically, 2025 was not my year, but in December, I started to remember, and it was December where I was about, okay, I want my dream house, I want my dream car, I want my dream life, basically. I want to work as a medium again. I want to help people to grow. I want to do 20-minute sessions and transform people's life in just 20 minutes, that they don't need another reminder again. They should transform in 20 minutes. They should heal in 20 minutes. They should just remember who they really are in just a short period of time. So I created some programs. I created some sessions, 20-minute sessions, 1-hour sessions, 3 months programs. And I started to just fucking do it. Yeah, I started to remember that everything and anything is possible for me. So basically, I started to remember that I was never separated from something. And last year, I lost myself so hard because I wasn't aware of self-sabotaging myself over and over again because I had anxiety of success. And there are always anxieties behind, or something, if I say now, yeah, you had anxiety about success, you may think, yeah, why success is nice. Yeah, but if you were already successful and financially independent and you had to let go this business because of some points, then you are not that stable to go into another business again without thinking that you can lose everything again. And if you don't start, then you don't lose. So with every unreleased or unused possibility, there is always a positive benefit behind why you didn't start. And this is the psychology about this. And to be aware of this is necessary to grow and to come back to your true essence. And at some point, I've realized I was thinking that I have to heal again, that I have to see what's behind the problem, blah, blah, blah. And all the work I have done in 2025 was basically healing, getting better, removing the heartbreaks and, all the issues to solve problems. But I'm not here to solve problems. I'm already healed. I'm already the rich person, even if my bank account is showing a different result. So it's always the avatar you choose. This is what you attract on the outside. Manifestation is about choosing who you want to be and embodying this version before your outside world is showing up. So basically, I started to get the best car again. No matter what my bank account was saying to me. I started to make content again. I started to go out again. I started to be the most amazing version of myself which is possible. So I was going out with love. I was going out with trust. I was going out and spending money everywhere. So I was giving a lot of money to other people. I was helping a lot of other people to grow. I was just making the 20 minutes deep dive sessions for which had crazy results, because I have chosen that I can do it in 20 minutes. So it was in 20 minutes. It was not about that I am better than other persons. I am just better in choosing who I want to be, because you can do the same. So no matter what you are doing, you can just simply choose that you can do this and that and this and that, and you will remember, and you can do this. And if you fully trust that you can do this, then you can do this. And so the client came from everywhere. You know, I was healing diabetes. I was healing, I don't know the English word, some issues with the skin. I was healing childhood traumas which people had over years in just 20 minutes or maximum 1 hour. We just removed everything, not because I'm better than you, just because I have remembered who I really am. I remembered that manifestation is just about choosing and embodying, and that's it. Remove all your beliefs about it's hard to work for money, you have to work hard for money, rich people are bad, or whatever. That there are some unconscious beliefs about money and how you grow up, and everything's just watch your parents, how you grow up with money, how have you seen, how did you see that your parents struggled with money, your friends, or whatever, your environment. Just look deep down what is there, and you can only change it if you are aware of that. So if you just simply decide that you never have any issues with money again, that you are connected to money, because money is energy. You are energy. Here my bottle is energy. This is energy. Money is energy. Everything is just energy. And you can call it energy. You can call it God. You can call it universe. You can call it Jesus, whatever. Take your word. But it's all the same. It's basically all the same. We are all energy. And quantum physics says we are just basically not 100%, but 99.9999% just energy. We are just energy. So it makes no sense to remove something on the outside, or to do something on the outside, or this job and that job and this job and that job. You will just work your ass off, and you get way much not that fast results than if you just align to your true purpose and if you remember who you really are. So if you want to be rich, then be the rich person from here now and spend the money. Enjoy your life. Say yourself over and over again, I get paid to exist. I get paid to exist. Money is working for me and not I work for the money. Money is flowing from everywhere. Money comes effortlessly to me. I am a VIP in all of the events. I get so many presents and miracles and compliments day by day. I am love. I am money. I am abundance. Just say whatever you want to say and do it over and over again. Say it out loud. Do it in the morning. Do it during the day. Sometimes I'm just driving around the highway and I just say it to myself, I'm a magnet for miracles, I am a magnet for abundance, and I just feel it in my body, and I feel it, and also I attract possibilities, opportunities, and everything on the outside, and it's in such an easy way. It's in such an easy way I couldn't imagine before. Just because I have chosen I am this person, I remind myself over and over again during the day that I am this person, because sometimes our mind is tricking us just because it's programmed and it's holding on to the past, but you can choose. So if there is a thought coming from, it wasn't possible that I can earn 20,000 overnight, how it should go, then remind yourself that your mind is telling you that because you've never experienced that. Watch some videos from people that which have experienced that already. My client, for example, she booked a coaching and she need a 5-figure sum, I don't know, 10,000 or 20,000 euros overnight. So she borrowed from her mother, and then after some weeks somebody died, and then she got a mortgage, or no, not mortgage, you know the word, if somebody dies you get some money, and she didn't even know who was that. So basically she got the money back just because she chose the coaching and was going up front with her energy, trusting fully that the money is coming back, and then the money was back. And I had this so many times that I found 50 euros in my pocket, and I didn't have 50 euros before. I found 3,000 euros on my wallet, and I didn't have 3,000 euros on my wallet before because my wallet was empty. I sold all my cryptos some years ago. So it doesn't make any sense. And I know this sounds super abstract, but this can happen if you remove the thought that you have to work hard for the money. This is just programming, brainwash. In my channelings, it's always coming the same sentence if I do channelings for clients. Channelings is basically watching the energetic field from people and see what is their problem, issue from childhood. Sometimes I see past lives as well, and I can tell them everything which is holding them back. And also sometimes a message is coming, like this message I want to tell you now, like you create your reality by yourself. And the most common message I get over and over again is your thoughts create your reality. So over and over again, I had this in several different channelings that this sentence was coming as I asked more. The client has some question, why I have this problem with my partner, why I have this money issues over years, why I cannot find my soul partner, whatever. I ask all these questions, and in the end, it's coming like it's like I'm a channeler, so it's like basically you see some pictures, you see some, I close my eyes and then I can see all the information. Sometimes I get informations, downloads. It's like downloading some informations, so you can basically see it. And sometimes I get pictures or a story or whatever. And then in the end, it's like it's coming like, what you believe gets your reality. And basically the other questions are irrelevant then, because this just simple sentence says everything. What you believe becomes your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. So if you just start to be aware of your thoughts you have day by day, if you start to align with the true version you want to be, instead of believing your thoughts, which are programmed just because of your past, just because if you chose it. If you start believing what you want to believe, and if you watch people which has already done it, which were going the way, which were manifesting overnight, watch your life changing. This is it. You are basically God. This is God. This paper, my ice cream paper, here, this is God, my phone is God, everything is God, everything, because everything is energy, and you can call it energy, God, Jesus, whatever. So everybody has a different word. For me, it's all the same, because we are all the same. We are all one. And if you have had a psychedelic trip already, then you know that there is nothing separate. We are all one. And if you understand this and you put nothing anymore on a pedestal, the millions of dollars or the house you want to move in. Last year I searched for a house, and guess what? I didn't find anything. Just because I was putting it on a pedestal, and somehow I removed myself from that. You remember these people which are like, oh, the star, wow, 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 wow. Nobody wants this. I was never like that. I was always thinking like, okay, this is a star, but it's also human like I am. So, and guess what? With which people I work mostly? With the stars. Because I don't put them on a pedestal, and then they are coming to me because they need my help. And why they are coming to me, not because I'm better than other coaches. It's basically because I don't put anybody on a pedestal, so we are on the same level, and so we are on the same frequency, and then we can meet each other. But if you put something on a pedestal, 1 million, the house, the soul partner, then you are basically far away. You got this. So you have to be on the same level, on the same frequency. And if you see yourself not anymore separated from anything, then you can attract it in an easy way. If the millions are not far away anymore, if the house is not far away anymore, if you say yourself day by day that you are God, you are the creator, you are creation and creator in one. If you choose the healed version, then you never have to look into a traumata anymore. Last year, I just was looking in all the traumatas again. Makes no sense. I started to go back to my true essence, and I have chosen the healed version of me. So if if I have seen the last weeks that I was falling back into, oh, I'm not good enough, blah, 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 all these thoughts, I was just watching my thoughts, because I am not my thoughts, I'm not my emotions, I'm nothing of that. So I was just watching and removing all the thoughts, and I said, I'm good enough. I'm the most beautiful woman of the universe. I am the craziest transformation coach ever on this planet. I am this, I am that, I am this. I have chosen all these avatars. You're basically this avatar in this world, and it's a game. And if you remember that it's just a game, and then you can choose what you do with your avatar. You can choose to be a president. You can choose to be a singer. You can choose to go into the DJ world now. You can choose to be a speaker. You can choose everything, and then you just go the way, and you enjoy it. And most of the people even don't enjoy the way to their dreams, because they work their ass off just because of money, because they see themselves separated from money. But you are money. You got me. Money is energy. And if you understand that nothing is separated anymore, and that you just have your current belief system because of your past, and because of what you see around you, and because of you watch the wrong content, then you understand, wow, okay, if I still think that this or that is not possible, or that I have to work hard, or every belief which is in a negative way blocking you from money with ease, from a life with ease, from your purpose, basically, you have to remove it and add a new one. And then you choose over and over again. And what I love to do is reflecting on the evening always what blessings and miracles and whatever I attracted during the day. Sometimes I'm like, okay, today it wasn't, no, they weren't that much. But then I write, and then, oh yeah, this and this and this, and here I got a present. And if you remind yourself how crazy your life goes day by day, and if you put your focus on, where focus goes, energy flows. This is a sentence, it's always in my head. If you put your focus on, and if you make this bigger, and if you are grateful, and if you are just amazed by your life day by day, and if you have the highest energy just by simply reflecting what's going on in your day, what's positive, what's great, which possibilities you attract, blah, blah. If you focus on that, then your life is just getting crazy, and then you quantum leap overnight, because then you are focused on the best things, and then the same things are coming to you, because where your focus goes, energy flows. So if you focus on, here I got money, here I got possibilities, here I got compliments, here I was the best version of myself, here I attracted these and that, blah, then it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you get more aware of your superpower just by choosing the avatar you want to play here over and over again. Remove all the thoughts which are on the way. Remind yourself that you are God, and that you were always God, and that you're never separated from something, so nothing is separated from you. You can also get a villa tomorrow just because you meet a millionaire and he has 30 villas and he wants to rent some villa out. But if you think, oh no, I need 3 million for my villa and I don't have it on my bank account, then this opportunity will never come, because your current belief system is showing your results on the outside. So if you believe that it's only with money possible and you need the money, then basically you close the doors for all the other opportunities. So the how is never your job. The how is not your job. You just choose, and then you forget about it. And if you have chosen, and if you forget about it, it's about the letting go. You forget about it, you live your day as its fullest, you do whatever you want. So basically I do 100% of my life, whatever I want. I do what I want, and money is flowing from everywhere effortlessly, since I have chosen that it is easier again for me, since I have chosen that I don't have to work for money, since I have chosen that I just make my videos because I like it, that I just go to the gym, to the beach, meet my friends, do some sessions, that's it. So, but I don't have to, because money is flowing anyways, if I do something or not. Money is following my highest energy. And if you understand that money is just the mirror of your energy, then you also understand that you can earn the most of the money if you are just in your highest frequency, which means authenticity. You start with love, with loving your life, with loving the people around you, with loving everything what you do. And if you don't love something, put it out. And one point higher, there is authenticity. So set your boundaries, remove all the people which are not a match anymore, go out of environments which are not supporting you, and do whatever feels good for you. And don't make compromises with that. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't like the people around you, go, leave. If you don't like your country, leave. If you don't like anything on the outside, what you have now, you can change it. Because who has chosen to be there? You. And who can change it? You. And remember that you are not your thoughts, not your feelings, not anything about it. You can choose your thoughts. You can choose what you believe in. And also you can choose how you feel. So most of the people say, oh, yeah, I don't feel that good today. So yeah, you have chosen that it's not like that. If I wake up and I don't feel good in the morning, then I just remind myself I can choose. So, and then I choose, okay, I feel good today, I feel good today, I feel good today. And if it doesn't work out, then I make a short meditation and I see myself in this version, which is feeling good, which is attracting everything. I remind myself on a day where I attracted everything and where it was miracles over miracles over miracles. And then I go into the situation and my brain cannot understand if it's true or not. And then your body is reacting because all is beginning from your thoughts and then it's going into your body and you feel it. You will feel the difference. And if that doesn't work out, then dance around, make some music on, do some things you love, writing, dancing, driving around, going into the nature. This is always helping you. It's helping you if you connect yourself with things you love. And then you can change your mood in just some minutes. And that's it, basically. It's such an easy process. You just have to choose who you want to be and not believing, not hoping, not praying, because why you should pray to God if you are God? It makes no sense. All the people which are praying, that they're still just in a survival mode. Sorry, it is like that. If you watch that people, they have a low frequency. Watch the people. And I don't want to say that praying is bad or something. It helps. But you don't need something on the outside. Then you say again that you are separated and that somebody on the outside have to help you. But you have all the power within you. So if you just choose that you are, if you just embody this frequency, if you just know, you understand the power, if you know instead of if you pray, hope, believe, not hoping, not believing, not praying, knowing that you are everything and that nothing is separated. And then all the opportunities are coming to you. And I had this several times with clients that they found their dream partner in just 1 week. I had this several times in my life that then the right offers were coming into my post box. So before I was searching a villa for over 1 year. And then I was just switching on my phone 3 new villas which I like. How is that even possible? It's just in 3 weeks I'm doing this work now to remind myself, or 3-4 weeks now, to remind myself of who I really am, and everything's just flowing, boom, boom, boom. The villas which are in my budget, the right opportunities, the crazy people which are coming in my life now. I have many new clients. I attract from everywhere money, not only with work. So it's like basically crazy, free entry everywhere. I cannot count the blessings. It's just crazy. And I love it because I love what I do. Now I have the energy of the universe. I make video in 3 different platforms. I have so much energy. I even cannot post that much content I recorded already because I recorded it so much because I'm so on fire. So basically I have all my energy back because I do what I love day by day, and I know I'm not separated from anything, and everything is just working out for me. I just sit down, lay down, and do whatever I want to, and the more I do what I want to, the more authentic I am, and the more authentic I am, the easier all the opportunities can flow to me, because all the opportunities are following your highest frequency, your highest alignment. So simply being you, that's the key. And remind yourself, you don't have to heal your trauma. You just have to choose that you don't have it anymore. How simple is that? You don't have it anymore. Whew, this is freedom. This is peace within you. You are peace. You are freedom. You are love. You don't have to pray for love. You are that. You have that within you. And if you find it within you, guess what? Which magnet you get for all the opportunities. So yeah, it's not about healing more. It's about remembering that you were never separated, that you were never lost, that you never had any issues again. And then you can choose over and over again. It's a brainwash over some days, but at some point you get it, you know it, you own it. Instead of praying, believing, hoping. That word's such a low frequency. You don't have to pray, you don't have to hope if you know who you really are. And this is the power to make quantum leaps, to make millions overnight, to make the craziest life possible, which is on your vision board since years. You just have to choose it. If you wish it, it's far away. You still put it on a pedestal. If you know that you get it, then you get it. It's about knowing. And the ways, there are trillions of ways which money can flow to you. There are trillions of ways where the things can come to you. I have a friend of mine, friend of her, so from a friend of mine, that friend, she wanted to fly with private jet. She forgot about it. And then she met a guy and he was flying with a private jet to Dubai and she wanted to go to Dubai and he explained this on a party and then she was like, okay, yeah, I also wanted to fly with a private jet. And then he was like, hey, there is space on a private jet, it's paid, you can go with me if you want. So if you want to fly to Dubai, I fly tomorrow. And she wanted to go to Dubai on a next day as well. So it was like, okay, she manifested it, she forgot about it. Yeah, you see, it's about letting go, because if you forget about it, you know that you already have it, even if you are not sitting in there now. So it's all about embodying that version which already has it. And then she met the right opportunities. The opportunities are finding her. Instead of that, she has to seek for the opportunities. You know what I mean? Also, if you think about relationships, you attract the craziest relationships mostly if you don't search for it. Then it's finding you, because you are the love. You are fine within yourself. And then it's coming, because you're not searching. If you seek, if you search, if you wish, you will not get there. The easiest way to get there is to remove all the things from the pedestal, to align in this frequency, to remind yourself that you were never separated from anything, and trust even if the results on the outside are showing a different result. Because sometimes there is a period of the old version is kicking in and the new version is just about to integrate. Stay. And no matter what the outside world is presenting you, stay. You can either see it positive or negative, but every outside situation has a benefit, even if it's hard. And mostly you see it afterwards. So trust that everything is for you. That life is always for you, because it is. If you trust that everything is working out for you, even if it's not, and you trust over and over again, and you just know that everything is possible for you, and if you, there are some tests, then you lose some money, then you lose some relationships, then you lose this and that. Sometimes it's like making space, that you are free to receive everything. So even if there is something going out of your life, trust, stay. And if you go through all these tests, through all that levels of constant not knowing if everything will work out, but still trusting, you get rewarded so hard. And this is basically it. It's not about manifesting, making vision boards and blah, blah, blah. It's about choosing the reality and forget about it, because you already have it. And if you embody this frequency from I am healed, I am the most beautiful woman of the universe, I am the best, I am the craziest, blah, 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 whatever you want to be, then you are that version. And you choose it over and over and over again. And guess what will happen? You will attract everything in such a fast way. So I just love this work and I love to see you win. So please try it out. If you need a manifestation method, go to my account Lead with Magic on Instagram. There you can see a 24-hour manifestation method, which is basically the most common method I start with the clients, because it's a method where you can manifest in 24 hours a small thing that you can see, wow, it's really proven that it works, and then you do small things, you do middle small things, then you do bigger things, and then you will see, wow, okay, I create my reality by myself and it works every single day. What else is possible? You need some proof. And that's what I mean. Get some proof from the outside, from my profile, from my clients, from whatever, from other coaches or whatever. Get some proof, go the steps, remove all the obstacles, and remind yourself over and over again that you can choose. You can choose to be the poor version of you. You can choose to be the rich version of you. And all the things you do during the day reflect if you're acting from the poor or from the rich version. If you're acting from love or from fear. If you're acting from abundance or from lack. You can choose. So if you buy milk in the supermarket, if you ask yourself, do I act from lack or from abundance? Do I buy the cheap stuff or that what I like? Do I buy the best for me? Or do I just better save some money? You choose. And that small steps in your 3D reality are making the difference. And then you choose over and over again, and you remind yourself that you were never separated. You are God. And that's why I don't recommend healing circles or some shamans or whatever. Mostly the shamanic energy, not all the shamans, but many shamans are in the healing trap. And they just heal over and over again. But you don't have to heal if you just choose that you are healed. That's it, basically. And you can just remove every trauma by simply choosing it. Choose it over and over again. And this is the highest power and the highest energy. You can heal yourself in just some minutes. Lately, I had a issue with my foot. There was I couldn't walk anymore. And basically, I have chosen that it's gone. I've chosen it over and over again, and it took me 24 hours to remove it. Then it came back, and I was like, okay, I have to adjust some. Then I have chosen over and over again. I have done it deeper. And the deeper I was going, the more I said to me, I'm healed already, the easier it was getting. And everybody was telling me it takes 3 weeks because it's this and that. No, I have done it in just 24 hours. Also with illness, chronic illness, I had so many stuff already. And I know the power is within you that we can be the healed version if you choose it. So it's all about choosing and remembering who you really are. Please don't forget it. Try it out. I love you all. Thank you for being here. And just leave some comments if you have some questions. And you are part of the craziest quantum leap ever. And you can do the same if you just start.